Yeah, fellas, guess who the troll was hiding amongst us? I'm surprised. It was Metalbug. Metalbug was the dude that's every now and then I guess he would get kind of crazy and come on and troll the channel, but then hide in the background as Metalbug. Whoa. Now he's not someone I suspected. This whole time he was hiding under my. Obviously, he got his feelings hurt under my YouTube's Big Men because it touched on the truth and it pissed him off. That video pissed him off because he recognized himself in that video. He writes, "This guy is a proven transsexual and homosexual? It's all proven on YouTube? I can't believe all this time I was lied to be this cunt. Bill, then some numbers, was right when he called this guy out as an ex-homosexual. Bill never called me an ex-homosexual. The fuck is... These guys are crazy. This guy's crazy. There's even allegations that Supreme Chris Arnett is a transvestite. Look how big I am. Isn't that right, Supreme? Or should I say Anita Jacobson? Ring a bell, transvestite? What the fuck is Anita? Let me Google this name. Maybe someone's trying to create something. I'm going to Google this name, goddammit. Let's see. Google. Gurgle. There we go. That's a white woman. What the fuck? All the photos, Google, you guys Google Nita Jacobson. All the photos are of white women. Jacobson LinkedIn, Jacobson Facebook, presentation, slide share. Wait, there's one down here. Features the gay character Ian Gallagher. The channel features the gay character Ian. It's a YouTube channel. Okay, let's see who this person is on YouTube. Okay. There's two dudes kissing. Okay, now think about that. How did this guy find this channel? I'm cutting that out. Wow. Ban, double ban. And you're a closet. No wonder why he keeps calling me a closet homosexual. He's dealing with his own fucking issues. Remove that. Make sure this motherfucker's blocked forever. Good God Almighty. Prevent this page from creating additional dialogues. Okay. Alright, let's see. What else? I've seen his comments on the channel. I never would have suspected it was him the whole time. It was the closet troll. Fucking A. Fucking A. I'm glad I put out YouTube's Big Man because it caused that guy to go off. Obviously, he's on the wire all the time, you know, falling off in and out. He's the guy that's been this whole fucking time trolling the fucking channel, but then still sitting back soaking up advice. He even talks about it in his rants here. This whole time I've been lied to, and all because of I came out with YouTube's Big Men. And then some knuckleheads had the nerve to, I just want to play your shit. This motherfucker exposed his fucking ass. Okay, let me go to some mail. I'm blown away by that. Ivan's writing, what's up, man? I've got 3 of your products. I got to say they are powerful products. I just need to practice on your philosophies more. Yeah, if you don't use my products, then what good do they do? Think about it. I have a girlfriend, but she is being really receptive to me, trying to be dominant. Any advice? Basically, the girl's trying to dominate. And unfortunately, Ivan, the way you start, Ivan with the Mexican last name, the way you start is the way you finish. You started like a bitch. That's why she's trying to be dominant. You went for a dominant type of male or female. So it's it's going to have to be one of those communication things. You have to sit her ass down, okay, and talk to her. Tell her how you feel. You know, what her actions are doing. You got to start managing her behaviors. It's called management by behavior, okay? So anytime she exhibits some of that masculine traits, point it out to her, tell her to stop, have her correct her behavior. You got to take control like a man, okay? Once a girl's got that in her, you know, she's kind of lost respect for your balls, obviously. They start to dominate. So it's kind of hard to switch it back, but good luck on that, okay? All right, let's see if we can go find some. That was in another mail slot, but let's go to the inbox. If you need to write to me, I think you just send me a personal message on here. Life advice. Can you see me? He writes, I really do not know what I want to do with my life. My biggest passion in life is cars. Since I was a child, I have always loved cars, and I've been thinking of becoming a racing driver, but it's extremely expensive, and I am 22 years old. Let me stop there. Here's how you figure out what your passions really are. If you had $10 million in your bank account, what would you do for fun? And that's where you see where your passions really are. Besides video games. So if you would like to be a race car driver and you had all the money you needed to pay for it, would you be a race car driver? I am 22 years old. I've also had thoughts of becoming a car dealer. Since I'm 5'10" and 145 pounds, you got to bring your weight up, bro. 5'10" and 145, that's pretty small. I do not have much aplomb. I've seen that word in a long time. As a car salesman needs. Okay. Every dealership where they hire a salesman, they'll put him through a sales program, or at least all the ones I can think of. My father did that when he got out of the military for a while. Then he sold RVs and stuff like that. But also I know, because I read The Greatest Salesman in the World, Gilles Girard, and he was the #1 car salesman in the world. I read this back when I was actually just a little bit older than you. So they'll train you, okay? They'll teach you how to sell the cars. So go to the car dealership and say, hey, look, I like to sell cars. Can you teach me? They'll snap you right up, okay? I've also thought about making my own car parts brand and sell on eBay and locally, but when I told my father, who also loves cars, he just laughed at me and said, it'll never work out. That's not true. Because a lot of people built businesses on the internet. You could actually, if you did that, you could actually develop a really good business. Your father, obviously, I hate that he's that type, a negative type that doesn't support his son's dreams. And, it's unfortunately, you're going to have to distance yourself from people like that in your life. In fact, I just listened to a lecture this morning on, the lady was a lady. She was saying that when you start to, go for success in your life, you got to pick your friends carefully and pick people around you, because negative people will try to drag you down because they have nothing going on in their lives. They're frustrated. They're angry. They're looking at your father. He's probably close to my age, so he's looking. We're middle aged now. We're looking at the end of our life. We're approaching that last phase of our lives. Okay, so he's thinking, okay, my shit's done. He doesn't realize he could go retrain. Doesn't realize he can go retrain himself in a whole new career, start a whole new life, even at 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah, I'm sorry that he is that way, and I wish you luck. Can you see me? But really, you're on the right path because you're actually thinking now. You're actually searching now. Okay? I suggest you go down to the nearest car dealership and ask. Okay? And go to the next one. Next one. Put your bid in or your application in. All right? And you'll see how fast they'll call you back to pick you up and train you. Now, your weight, 5'10", 145. A lot of the people that come to my channel, they fit that smart guy category, and they're usually, either overweight or they're extremely skinny type males. That's the usual. That's what I've noticed. The average is. Average is actually the smaller guys. And you should be hitting the gym. That should be your main focus in life. How are you going to attract a woman if you look like a woman? You know, there are women that are your height and 145. You want to have, that muscularity, that muscle over them. Okay, you're good height. You just got to get your weight up. And I suggest you really get to the gym and start just a basic weight training program. You'll find that your body will grow. Okay, if you need help, join my personal training program. We'll get your weight up. Okay. As I was saying, I'm really blown away by that. What was his name? Metalbug. Yeah, Metalbug. He's already out of my mind. I'm already starting to forget the dude. But to sit here and hide in the dark and then come in, I don't want to get racial, so I'll just end the show on that. Peace.